everybody, I'm taking you along with me today for all the errands that I have to run. First up, we are going to a furniture store. My brother and I bought my dad a recliner for Christmas, and we are just now getting around to going to the store to pick it out for him. He wants to sit in it, make sure it's cozy. We're gonna hang out with my man Nunu for a little bit this morning. Then we're gonna go to lunch. I'm gonna try to stop at a thrift store in the area. Anytime I have to run an errand, I always have to look and see where the thrift stores are so I can, you know, get some thrifting in. So I'll take you along with me for that. I'm also in the middle of a challenge. I'm trying to list 20 items today. I'm trying to list 50 per week. I'm a little behind. It's Friday, January 21st, so I want to get 20 up today. So far, I did 9 this morning. Let's spend the day together. Cozy?
So
I like it.
It doesn't stand still.
It's a rocker.
I know.
You want something to be a little more stationary?
Well, you know, I don't want it to rock all the time.
All right, let's look for another one. That's not the one. This one's cute. This one's giving you a little massage. You like that one, Mom?
Whatever he likes, Lori.
Gotcha.
I really want him to
Very Star Wars.
Right? We found Nunu a really cute recliner. He seems really happy with it. And then we went and we had a picnic at Chipotle. I said 100 times in line, don't get chips, don't get chips, don't get chips. And then I get up there and I say, large chips and guac. It's like, now I'm so full. I am running into a TJ Maxx. Then I'm going to find a thrift store nearby. I have no idea what thrift store I'll go to. Hopefully TJ's has some good deals that I can take home. Not looking for a lot, but I am trying to get some thrifting in before Thriftless February. And just FYI, Thriftless February this year is going to be thrift less, in parentheses, for February. I have one trip in mind that I will be doing in the month of February, and I'll probably thrift 1 or 2 other times. Keep you posted on that. Let's see what we got for yellow tags. I'm taking an extra look at this bag because it's just so cute and it kind of gives me little Chanel vibes. I've also been in the market for a chain that I can attach to some of my other handbags, but for the price, the resale wasn't there. This was another really interesting bag, again with the chain. It's definitely a style I've been looking out for. $49. I'm gonna show you some comps. Again, this just was not worth it for it. Anna Paolo. So that one for $135 is great, but that's a different style. The other ones don't really warrant the pickup. I thought this was just the cutest bag, the cutest bag. I don't even remember the brand on this, but the side was broken, but how cute is that? These were Lucky brand bags, a decent price, but I wasn't crazy about the color. And then over here, I'm looking at some comps on Coach sets. I've seen these once before, and Poshmark was flooded with those. So that was one that I decided to leave behind as well. It's really hard to find something that's worth the pickup. Now they did have some great pricing on shoes, but the brand wasn't there for me. And I actually have so many shoes. I'm in the process of trying to organize my shoes, so I'm trying to be somewhat selective. I did end up bringing home one pair that I think was really worth it. While many of these were cute pieces, I love Intimately Free, and this was a sheer top, which I've been on the hunt for. Many of these were mismatches. They were 1 of 2-piece sets. Coming up is Good American. I almost got this even though it was missing the second piece. It was $10, but it was a cropped top, but they were pajamas. So if this was part of a different set other than pajamas, I may have picked that up for $10 because I think it's really cute. Plus it was a larger size, but I decided to leave that behind. Lucky brand jeans are a brand that I don't really talk about much anymore. I did want to run comps because I thought the style of these were really cute, but for the most part, the comps did not warrant the pickup for $14. I would have picked those up based on style for like $5 or less. Rag & Bone, another sad brand that sits a lot for me. These were marked down to $20 TJ Maxx price, but they were size 23 and it looked like they were a little bit of a low rise, so that was a pass for me. This I almost picked up. This totally has Gryffindor, Harry Potter vibes to me, but this sweater was really unique. The price tag on it, you'll see, is over $300. It was priced at only $18. The comps were good. I got it to the register and the bottom was trashed with dust and just, it was like it had been dragged through a war. So I was sad to leave this behind, but that was a cute sweater. These blank NYC pleather pants, I thought these were cute. The vegan leather, very much on trend. The comps just weren't there, so I had to leave those behind. Just going through my cart here before I start heading to the register. I do end up bringing these home. I will talk about these in the haul. I think these are really on trend and the price was right and there were some good comps on these. And they were my size, which is another thing I strongly consider when I'm buying retail arbitrage. I didn't realize that this location had a runway section, which is the higher end stuff, until I was just about ready to check out. I loved this off-white bag. It was $849. I've definitely been thinking about getting an off-white bag since Virgil passed away. I would like to have a piece from his collection. This is a Missoni sweater with a couple holes that I left behind. And a lot of these weren't priced down yet. It was kind of a weak section. This dress I thought was just gorgeous in general. This was a Vince dress. These were just red tags, not yellow tags. That was really pretty. Not anything I'm in the market for right now for $149. All right, here is a controversial piece. I polled my audience on Instagram and asked if people thought I should pick up this skirt from Brunello Cucinelli. At $69, marked down from $3.99. What do you think people said in the poll? There's a little stain there. It looks like a water stain. I really loved this skirt. It was beautiful in person. I will talk a little bit about this at haul time. Found a few things at TJ Maxx. I will share with you what I ended up picking up when we get home. Now I'm just like a mile and a half from there and there's two side-by-side thrift stores. So they both look like more consignment than like typical thrift, but I've never been to either. And these are like 25 minutes from my house. So I'm excited to see what's in here. I don't spend too much time in this store, but I did want to give you a glimpse of how much love the owners put into it. It's very curated and pretty. The average price is between like $13 and $20, I would say. The stuff is in beautiful condition. The layout is really nice. There were a lot of gifts. They had little nooks that you could go into that had different items for sale. I left here pretty quickly, but next door was a bit more of a treasure hunt. So here I am at the dollar rack next door, and I found this vintage California Dynasty caftan that I love the colors for. There's a little dollar section in the back of the store, my favorite place, so I grabbed that. Jumped into the shoe room. They had some cute shoes here. The prices on the shoes in this room were very fair. I would say between like $5 and $10, not bad. Sorry, I'm not doing the best job showing you stuff. They're on a higher rack. I almost picked up these Uggs. I think they were only $6 or $8. They were men's Uggs, but a lot of the fur was missing from them, so I passed on those. I am such a sucker for cool embroidery on denim, and these are True Religion, a brand that I don't always pick up, but I was drawn to those. These St. John pants were marked at $30. New with tag, but they did have some staining, and I feel like off-white is a tough sell. She did offer to mark those down for me, but I ended up passing. It's actually nighttime now. I just left Dunkin' Donuts. I had a coffee with my great friend Marguerite, and now I'm heading into the car wash, and then I'm going home for some soup and a glass of wine. Marg told me that the new season of Ozarks was just released. I'm going to finish my listings. I have 11 more to do. Can't wait to be in my cozies on the couch, and then I'll haul everything tomorrow. Hi everyone, welcome back. We're home and I'm going to go over the things that I picked up the other day at TJ Maxx and Thrifting. And I also have one other item that I want to share with you, which I will start off with. I picked up these Rothy's on Poshmark, which I've sourced Rothy's before on Poshmark. I have it set on my Poshmark dashboard that whenever I open up Poshmark, it automatically goes into just in Rothy's. I'm kind of like over it. I would like to switch that up, maybe do Louis Vuitton or be in the market to catch deals on other items that are just in. And I honestly don't even know how I did it, but every time I open up Poshmark, it comes up. So I will always look really quickly, and if I see any deals on Rothy's, I'll pick them up. I think I've sourced twice off of Poshmark before. In total, I've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of Rothy's. I just mentioned this because I recently found some Rothy's out thrifting. I have found them thrifting 4 times. I guess I have purchased them online twice, and this would be the 3rd time. I got these for $25, and I also had a $10 credit for somebody who had signed up under my Poshmark account. So if you sign up on Poshmark under my account, LORIBOSTONFOUND, and you make your first purchase, we each get $10. It used to be 5, then it was 10. I think it's still 10. I had a $10 credit. So these were $25, but they were actually 15. I didn't hesitate. I looked at them really quickly and I purchased them. I paid full shipping on it. So the $25 plus the $7 and change minus my $10 credit. So these were $22, and I'm hoping to sell them between $70 and $80. Rothy's are washable, which is a thing that I love about Rothy's. These are a little bit dusty. They're this mocha color. They definitely need a good wash. Do not put them in the dryer, but I will wash them and then I will air dry them, take some really nice pictures of them, and then list them probably around $90. These retail for $125. Hopefully that will be a great flip. I was very excited to add those to my closet. Let's backtrack to where we were at TJ Maxx. This is probably gonna be a controversial pickup for many of you. I polled people on Instagram and asked them if they thought that this was a good pickup. So this is the Brunello Cucinelli, which I've never had in my closet. And the price at TJ Maxx was $399, and then it was marked down to $69. And I polled everybody, and over 65% of you said to leave it behind. And when I looked at comps, I was really torn. I really think this dress is beautiful. I mean, the skirt is gorgeous. It's kind of this mocha color, almost like the same exact color, oh my gosh, as these Rothy's. Just so gorgeous. When I was flipping through the rack, I touched the skirt and I said, oh my God, this is beautiful. Before I looked at the tag, and then I saw the tag and I was like, oh my goodness, it's so marked down. But there was a tiny little stain that I showed you, almost like a little water stain. And it is right here. You can kind of see right here. Anyways, I spoke to a manager. She's like, oh, you found some great things. I showed her this skirt. She's like, we only got 3 of those in the store. Isn't that beautiful? I said, yeah, it's beautiful, but there's a little stain on it. And she goes, I'll mark it down some more for you. So she marked it from $69 to $49. And then at that point, it was a yes for me. I often talk a lot about retail arbitrage and say that I really only like to take chances on pieces that I absolutely love and that I could potentially wear. So this is my size. I tried it on. It's really cute. I definitely need some Spanx, and I want to wear it super high-waisted with like a black top and maybe like a black cardigan and black tights. I think it would be a real streamlined look and be really beautiful for a night out to dinner. If I list this and it's not getting a lot of interest, I may very well just eventually pull it out one night that I decide I could wear it, and then it will become mine. I don't think I will send this to the RealReal because the RealReal has been pricing things kind of low, or at least things that I've sent in, and I wouldn't want to take a chance on a piece that I paid $50 for, that they might market at $80 and I might lose money on it. So this will either end up in my closet or I will sell it. And if I were to list this, I would probably list it at around $250 and sit on it and wait. It's like a $700, $800 skirt. If TJ Maxx had it for $400, you know it's really valuable. I haven't been able to locate the skirt and find out exactly how much it costs. I need to do a little bit more research, but I absolutely love that skirt, so that's why I picked it up. I got these by Anthropologie metallic joggers in an extra large. They are a little loose. I'm definitely like a large, extra large, but these are pretty generous in their cut. They're really cute metallic joggers. There are a lot of these on Poshmark, but when I narrowed it down to extra large, it went from probably 40 listings to like 5 or 6 listings. So sometimes if you look at something and it's really saturated, it might be worth your while to narrow it down to the size and specific color, and then it gives you a better picture of what yours might be valued at. Sold comps on the Anthropologie metallic silver joggers, new with tag, in an extra large are 45, 31, and 30. And they were, you know, modest, but I paid $13. These weren't even a yellow tag. If I sell these for $30 and Poshmark takes their 20%, I'll end up with $24, which is almost doubling my money. Ideally, I'd like to make $35 or more on these, but they're really cute. Another thing I look for with retail arbitrage is that the original tag is attached. The original tag was not attached to this, so if I do leave the TJ Maxx tag on it, which I would probably just cut it way at the top, people are still gonna know it's from TJ Maxx, which is kind of lousy. But on this one, I will remove the TJ Maxx tag, keep the Anthropologie tag that says $98. It's just a little elevated as far as like how people perceive the item. So I really look to see if the original tag is on from the company. Sometimes that will make a difference for me. Okay, the last thing that I bought were these boots, and I love these boots. These boots are by French Connection, which is not a brand that I really seek out. I just loved the style of these, and they have the orange on the inside. Almost gave me a little Hermes vibes. That's really a stretch from French Connection to Hermes, but let's play along. I loved this zipper in the front. These really chunky combat boot styles is really in fashion right now. These are an 8.5, also my size. Also, another thing, I have Doc Martens that are in this style, so I probably don't need these, but they're a great pair of boots. And these were marked down to $15. Now these comps, the most recent comps that I found on these were $95 new with tag. So that is a great flip. There were also a pair for $55 and $35 that had sold recently, but those were both pre-owned. Say I list them between $80 and $95. And even if they sell around $60 or $70, that's still a really great profit margin on these for something that's trendy and nice quality and something that's also my size. Sorry for the long explanation, but when it comes to retail arbitrage, there's a lot more thought that goes into it for me than just inexpensive thrift finds. So now let's get to the inexpensive thrift finds, and I'm gonna show you what I picked up after I left TJ Maxx. The first store that you saw was really cute, but had a lot of tchotchkes, and I just wasn't seeing items that were exciting to me for my closet. They had a ton of like mall brands and Kohl's. Everything was set up so nice, but most of their stuff, as you could see, was between that like $13 and $22. As I was walking through, I thought this would be a perfect place to bring some of the stuff from my closet that's not moving, or brands that I find just don't sell very well for me. So I asked on my way out if they have a consignment agreement, and she said, no, we source all of our own things, which I found really interesting. So anyways, I didn't buy anything at the first shop. Right next door was another shop. This place was interesting. The second place I really liked, but they did have a section of the store where they had all knockoffs, which as a reseller, I don't love that at all. So they had a lot of fake Burberrys. I believe they had like a whole table full of fake Uggs that were really good fakes, but they weren't boots. They were hats, gloves, mittens, and they were selling for like $10, $15, $20. I wasn't crazy about that, and it made me really look at things carefully, but it was very distinct what they were selling that was new and inauthentic knockoffs versus the thrifted portion of the store. The thrifted portion of the store was pretty fun. One thing that I picked up, that the comps were not as promising as I thought, and I didn't look until afterwards, I don't recommend that, were these True Religion jeans. I thought these were so cool with this dragon on the back. The interesting thing about this is that the dragon's face is covered by the pocket flap. That's the full image there. So these are men's, and they are a size 29-33. What I have found is that I do better with men's True Religion than I do with women's True Religion jeans. I pass on most True Religion unless there's something really special, or unless I run comps and they're a great deal. So these are a $29.33. I paid $15 for these. Is that crazy? I think if I price it right, they'll move. I hope they're not a pair of jeans that I sit on for a long time. The nice thing about these is they show very little wear. Sometimes these types of jeans have a ton of wear at the bottom. You know, people are like tripping over them, but these are in really excellent condition. They're the Billy style, and it says right here on the tag, which is also really nice when you're looking up comps. I also got this little chain belt. I've been loving chain belts right now, and this was just $2. I did not see a brand on this, but I would probably list this for about 20, 25. I've been doing okay with belts lately. I've been selling quite a bit. And I'm also looking for things that are easy to store these days. Okay, next up, I'm not sure about this purchase. I picked it up and then I looked in my closet. I'm like, oh, I have one of those and it's been sitting forever, but it's priced high. So I marked it down today. This is a California Dynasty gown, like a muumuu or a caftan. I think a caftan is a better description. These colors are absolutely gorgeous. This was on the dollar rack at that second store. So I'm like, well, for $1, I think I'll list it for $35 and see how it does. It's definitely vintage, made in the USA, one size. I loved this for the vibrant colors. I like this better than the one that I have listed now. I had the other one listed at $48. It's received a fair amount of attention and likes, and I keep sending offers out, but I just dropped the price today to $32 or $35. So I think I'm gonna start this one around the same price, and if both of them sell around the $25 mark, I would be happy. Next up is this shirt. This is not my style, but it's a brand that consistently sells for me, and that is The Mountain. So if you're unfamiliar with this brand, it's usually a quick $20 flip. The company's out of New Hampshire, I believe. This is what the tag looks like. This was also on the dollar rack. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have grabbed this just because it's a smaller size, and I wasn't sure about the tie-dyeing throughout. I thought at first that might be a stain, but I think it's just the pattern. There are so many cat lovers out there. I will list this for $25, and it'll probably sell around $20. There's not a single Mountain t-shirt that I have listed that is still in my closet. They always sell. The last thing I'm very excited about, this was on the half off rack for men. So it was priced at $10 and it was half off. I didn't show it in my video. It's not like an exciting piece, it's an exciting brand for me. So I've learned so much from other people in this community. And when my friend Hope from Racks to Riches, if you're not following Hope, you definitely should be. She's a riot and she does epic Goodwill Outlet hauls, and she's just so much fun. She keeps me laughing all the time, and she's a nurse. She does so much good in our community. When Hope came to visit me last April, I believe, when she was here, she had put out a poll on Instagram and asked people for brands that she should look for when she comes to Boston. And our good friend Heidi, who is also someone you should be following on Instagram. She's another person who puts a smile on my face every day. Heidi is Restyle Secrets on Instagram. So Heidi had said that a brand to look out for, which is probably common knowledge to a lot of you, but I had never heard of it until Hope came out. The brand is Loro Piana, and I had never heard of this brand. And when we were in Cape Cod, Hope found a shirt, and sure enough, it sold. It was just a real simple button-down shirt, and it sold for good money. I don't think I've ever found one of these pieces. In fact, I think it's one of those brands that I've probably passed over 100 times. And then just recently, my friend Courtney from Common Tags found a suit coat by the same brand. So it was a little bit fresh on my mind. I saw a suit jacket, so I looked inside, and sure enough, there it is, Loro Piana. I always want to say Laura Piano, but it's Loro Piana of Italy. So what's interesting about this is the fabric is by them, but the actual jacket is the Madison by Brooks Brothers. It's made in Canada. It's a 41 long. It's $10, priced at $5. Not that exciting, but it was exciting for me because it was a brand that I wanted to try out. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for a day out on the town. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It means so much to me. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You're the best. I'll see you soon. Bye.